Hi there. So I'd like to show how you can treat Scratch just like you do Google Slides and use it as a frame by frame. And what we'll do is use the bouncing ball exercise as a way to do that. So let's see. In Stuff for Projects, I have actually left uh, the instructions for the bouncing ball. And so all you need to do is go inside and then here you go. What you would need to do is just add. So I'm going to tell you what, we're going to start this off from scratch here. So we've got the map there. And what we then need to do is get a ball. So you go inside and let's see, there's a basketball, there's a regular ball. And so let's try this ball right there. It comes in lots of different colors. And let's see, what has it got for costumes? Oh, it's got these things. Okay, so tell you what, I'm going to pick just one. Let me do the purple one, and I'm going to eliminate these others for now. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is, you see how that ball is matched up with the balls over there in the map there? I'm going to see if I can get them matched up exactly according to size. And then I'm going to shrink that up a little bit. Let's see, I'm going to put that up by number 1. I'm going to shrink by, there's my stage. Okay, great. So I'm going to put it all the way up in the corner. Let's see, where to go? There to go. Okay, about right there. Oh, looks like I just need to use the arrow keys to fit it right on there. Okay, that looks good. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the costume here with the ball that I've made, and I'm going to Control click, and there shows up the word duplicate. And so now what I'm going to do on frame number 2, I'm going to move that ball over. So rather than doing it through coding just yet, I'm going to do that by moving the ball frame by frame. I'm going to Control click, duplicate, and then once again, I move it over, but this time a little further over because it's starting to speed up. Okay. Then I'm going to Control and duplicate it again. And the whole idea is to go in a nice smooth path, and I'm going to go down here. And now I'm going to exaggerate it a little bit. Now, we're not going to exaggerate it as much in Scratch as I would have in a regular cartoon animation. So it's about like that. That'll kind of work. And now, so it's more of an oval, and I tilted it. I'm going to duplicate it again, and then I'm going to bring it down a little further. Looks at about right there. And I'm just going to make it just a little bit bigger, but not as big as that picture. There it goes. Okay. Now the next one, boom, duplicate it. This one is where it hits the floor. So I'm going to squish it a little bit, turn it on its side, move it down here. So you can see, so I kind of match up there. There we go. I'm going to Control click again. To duplicate it, I'm going to squish this one even more. This is going to be kind of a squishy ball, not your typical basketball, but an exaggeration of a bouncing ball from this one. I'm going to make this one a little bit bigger, so I'm matching the one over there. It's starting to come out of the floor. I'm going to tilt it a little bit that way. I Control click it again. This time, what can I do? I'm going to tilt it this way. I'm going to move it up a little bit. That's about there. I'm actually going to make it a little bit bigger. There we go. That's about like that. And so that it is on that line there, use my arrow keys. So not too hard, right? You just Control click again down over here. I go up to the next spot. I'm just going to move it up. This time it's going to be much less of an oval and much more like a circle there. So about right there. Let's get that right. Tilt it. And we're almost done. Okay. Then let's see. Instead of doing this one, I'm going to go up here and get this ball exactly. So I'm going to duplicate this one, and I'm going to drag this one all the way down there, so that I make sure that it is exactly the same size as, oh, let's see what happened here. Oh, got to move this over here. So it's exactly the same size as my other ball there. Great. So let's see what I have. Oh, there we go. I knew something was up there. Just needed to move that further down. Okay. Great. Now I've got it. And then I just have one more to go. I'm going to Control-click that and then move that over. It looks like I need to zoom that out a little bit more. Move that over there. And so this is the way to do it without really coding. The only thing I do need to code is how long that is going to last. So I'm going to do it 1/12 of a second. So let's see what happens. So just like Google Slides, I start with 1, I go to 2, I go to frame 3, frame 4, frame 5, frame 6, frame 7, there it gets squished, frame 8. I'm going to move, whoop, that didn't look quite right. I need to move that over a little bit. Frame 9, frame 10, frame 11, frame 12. So they think they're almost about right. Boom, boom. That's about the right size. There we go. Boom. Actually, that's a little big for that. Squish it down a little bit. There we go. That goes down lower. And looks like I should squish it in a little bit this way. And maybe a little bit more. Then coming back out. There we go. Boom. 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 Okay, so we've got the sequence. Let us also add a backdrop. And what do you think? I could add a basketball court or something like that. But tell you what, let's, they actually have a soccer ball, but so I could have used a soccer court. But let's do this for now. Later on, I'm going to take the instructions out. So just delete those when you're done with this. There's a lot of words there to help you out. Okay, we're going to click on the ball. We're going to go to code. And now what are we going to do? Let's start with events. We're going to go to click green flag. We're going to just to start it off. And then, what are we going to do? We have to go to the next frame. And so what that means is we're just going to go to the next costume. Just like that. Okay, so we could simply just keep on clicking the frame there. And it looks like there's a little goofiness. It's going a little too sideways there, but I can fix that in a little bit. Let me take this off there. Now all we need to do is loop it. So we control it and we can loop it forever, or we can loop it 10 times. I'm going to go forever right now. Let's try it. So there we go. Oh, and it's very fast, right? We need to slow it down. So, oh my God, it's just way too fast. Gosh. So I'm going to slow it down to wait about 0.12 seconds. Let's try that. And go. And actually, it seems too slow now. So I'm going to pick it up to about 0.086. How's that? That would make it about 12 frames per second, which is just right. There we go. So 0.086 seconds, that seemed to work pretty well on that. Now let me go back and fix that. It seemed like, actually, if I fix that up, I got 1, I got 2. It's actually probably just fine. Okay, great. So there you have it. The last thing you want to do is you want to get rid of the instructions. And then, of course, you want to give it a title. You want to save now. You want to share. And you want to add. After you've shared it, you want to add to Studio. Okay? So make sure you add it to your experimental projects. Where is it? Lobo Experience period 1, 2, or 3. There you go. You're done.